And with that, let's get over to Bob Pisani this morning, get more on the markets. Bob.
I got the Moderna shot. I'll get the booster, too. I'm with you, David. Look, we're just grinding higher. This is a very, very tough market to short. We've got a lot of concerns about the extent the coronavirus variant might slow down the economic recovery, but it's not hurting the stock market that much. Just take a look at the sectors right now. Banks have been great ever since the jobs report, down a little bit today. Industrials have been sideways. Tech hit a new high yesterday. Energy's been a disappointment, of course, with oil down, but bouncing a little bit today. So if you look at what's moving the markets right now, the key stories right now, we're grinding higher is simply the way to do it, and describe the Delta variant slowing but not derailing the economy. That has been the primary narrative we've been working under for the last couple of weeks now. The Fed, traders are basically looking for the tapering to begin in early 2022, $15 billion a month. If that changed, if somebody suddenly said, oh, we're going to do $30 billion in November, that's a different narrative, and that would affect things. But that's not what anybody believes right now. I know everybody's excited about finally getting to the end of this first phase of the infrastructure bill, but it's all priced into the market, has been for a while now. I'll show you that in a minute. But look at the key story, the growth stocks continuing to hold up. They've had a great quarter. Not new highs today, but Alphabet, Apple, Microsoft, Facebook. Look at this. This is just for the quarter, still grinding higher, essentially. If you want to see what the market really does on a daily basis, the Momentum ETF, MTUM, hit a historic high yesterday. That's a sign that traders who are in the market, and yes, momentum, very important part of this whole market, still have a lot of confidence in here. Volume has been very strong recently. This is not just tech. It's a little bit of Tesla, a little bit of PayPal. A lot of banks are in this momentum sector, like Bank of America and JP Morgan. Walt Disney is a top 5 holding in the momentum. So don't think momentum as tech anymore. This follows what's been hot recently, and it's not just that. So that's a good sign for the overall market that you have MTUM hitting historic highs. As for the infrastructure bill, the first phase is just priced in. Folks, it was priced in all the way back in May. You can see the big names here, U.S. Concrete and Cleveland Cliffs, U.S. Steel, Terex, they make all the cranes. Eagle makes all the concrete around the United States. These guys ramped up January, February, March, April, and May, and essentially topped out then. They're holding up very well. They're not falling apart. They're doing great. They're just not advancing. They're not hitting new highs because everyone had this play as part of the first quarter playbook. You want to look at the PAVE ETF. There is an ETF for that, of course. PAVE. They hold most of the stocks that are in the infrastructure space. They moved up in the early part of the year, 25%. They're up so far this year. And even up 25%. Look at the assets under management, $4.1 billion versus $777 million in the first part of the year. So they're up 25%, but more than 400% in the assets under management. In other words, people poured money into the infrastructure space in January, February, and March of this year, and essentially the play has already been set. So good news. We'll pay attention to that 11 a.m. this morning, see if there's some progress on that. But the market already has this story a long, long time ago. David, back to you.